it's Mia, and today we're going to be making an apple tart. We're going to be using our 9-inch tart pan. This is my tart dough. I made it yesterday because it has to chill overnight, so I'm going to insert a clip of how I made that right here. To make our pie crust, tart crust, we are going to use 4 grams of salt, 46 grams of water, and we're going to mix it up until our salt is dissolved. Like so. We need 185 grams of flour in our mixing bowl. Next, we're going to add 111 grams of softened butter. We mix up our butter and our flour until it's just combined. Now we add our water and salt mixture. You want to be careful not to overmix, so activate the gluten and our crust becomes very tough. So I lay out a piece of plastic wrap, turn out our dough, and then I want to just smush this together without working it too much. There's our dough. Going to wrap it up. And we're going to chill this for later. So let's roll that out and get baking. So let's roll this out big enough to fit in our pie pan and about 1/4 inch thick. We're probably good. And we want to make sure we get all the way to the edge of the tart pan. This is one of the nicest crusts I've ever made. Cut the crust off, it's so much fun. So satisfying. I feel like I'm in Snow White. Now, we're going to poke the bottom with holes and then blind bake it. Perfect! Now that our tart pan is lined, we're going to blind bake that at 325 for 15 minutes with blind baking beans. So we want to take our parchment paper. I want to scrunch it all up, as scrunchy as you can get. I found that the scrunching makes it easier to fit into your crust, basically, and since the parchment paper is already softened up, it keeps it from like making weird divots into your crust. blind baking beans. I'm going to make sure they go right up to the edges. And I have a Tart pan with the removable bottom. I'm going to be baking it on a cookie sheet so that I don't accidentally mess the whole thing up, because I have been known to do that. Bye, little Tart. And that goes in for 15 minutes. And now we wait. We need 370 grams worth of apples, peeled and cored. That's a snack. I'm chopping these into approximately half-inch pieces. There's our apples. And we want to coat those with some lemon juice. So it's been 15 minutes. We're going to check our tart. Then we want to remove our baking beans and put that back in for another 15 minutes. So for our tart, we're going to be pre-cooking our apple slices in a saucepan with some butter, sugar, and vanilla. We need 27 grams of butter. That goes into our pan. My recipe calls for 40 grams of turbinado sugar, but I don't have that, so I'm going to do half white sugar and half brown sugar. Our tart's ready. Let's look at it. Ooh, it's shrunk quite a bit. That's okay. Set that to the side and work on our apples. We'll turn that on to high. What we want is for our pan to get very hot and sear our apples. Our butter is browning. Throw these in. And we're going to cook these for 5 to 7 minutes. I'm going to add 8 grams of vanilla. We're a little too brown. We're burnt. Both are burnt. Are they caramelized or burnt? Let's try one. They don't taste awful, but they don't taste great. So here's the thing. These apples they're like highly caramelized. And normally I would probably want to throw these out and do it again, but I don't have any more backup apples. So we're just gonna go with it and hope for the best. So while we're letting our apples and our tart shell cool, we're going to make a nougat topping. So we're going to add egg whites, almonds, sugar, and cinnamon together and sprinkle on top. I'm going to add 1 egg white. There's 2 grams sugar, 32 grams of sliced almonds, and a little cinnamon. Apples. Sometimes I'm weary of this recipe book. Doesn't seem like there's exactly enough filling for this. And put our almond topping. And now we bake. Put our tart pan back on our sheet. And we bake at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes until golden brown. I'm a little worried. Here is our tart. I am happy about the juice that came out. Makes it look pretty delightful. I am still concerned that there's not enough apples in there and that they're too dark, but we'll see. Let's give it a try. The apples are definitely too dark. They're a little burnt. So that's disappointing. Not so much that like you can't eat it, but it's not great. The crust, however, is delicious. So that's good news. I did not overmix it. So there you have an apple tart. I think we should try this one again. Next time I make this, I'm gonna add more apples or a smaller tart pan because the recipe said 9-inch tart pan, this is a 9-inch, and the apples are not enough to cover it. So join me next week when we whip up something else. Bye, buddy.